Hi everyone, my name is Deborah Jones and I'm here to inform you on how to pitch a softball underhand. So I play softball here at Ball State and I'm a pitcher and I'm right-handed, so I'm very passionate about this topic and I want to inform you on the 3 basic steps on how to pitch. So I always wanted to ask someone who didn't play softball, have you ever wondered how accurate softball players pitch? Like, have you ever wondered how they get the strikes to be in there every time on like a pin and needle spot? So I always wondered that, and I also wanted to ask you if you have a hobby of watching softball or going to games, or if you would even be interested in playing one day. So I'm going to begin by showing you how a softball player pitches. So the first step, you'll need a softball before we even begin. You also need to be in an area where it is spacious. We are going to start by stepping on the mound, our pretend mound, and with our dominant foot. So my dominant foot would be my right because it matches with my right hand. So if you're left, it'd be the opposite. So we're going to start with this. We're going to get on the mound. My glove is right here and the ball is in my hand. We are going to have a grip on it, but not too loose or not too tight. So I hold it like this, and it is very secure. So we're going to step on the mound, and we are going to put our hands together, and before we even get into pitching, we're going to have a good mental state before we get into our pitch. We're going to feel confident, we're going to stand tall, we're going to present ourselves very put together, and then we can get on with our pitch. So before we get on to the second step, we need to think about our momentum and how we're going to explode off the mound to get into our pitch. So secondly, we're going to stay on the mound like we did. We're going to put our hands together and we're really going to push off this front leg. So all your momentum is going to come from here in the explosion. So we are going to start like this. We're going to lift. This is going to be like a puppet, or the string is attached, so whatever this leg does, the arm does. So we're going to start off like this. Hands are outside. We're going to turn into a K position. This is what a K looks like. This is what we call one of our practice moves in our pitching circle. So we call it that. We also need to get out into our K and bring our arm down to our hip and snap the ball off. This is where we get our snap, and this is where we'll release to get our accuracy to the catcher. So we're going to do that. We're going to go through it again. We're going to go out into our K, snap right here. We can't snap too far or too behind, or the ball will be at different heights. So we're going to do that. And before we get to our third step, we have to think about we need to finish our pitch. So that will lead us into our third step. If we don't finish our pitch, then we won't. We shouldn't have done our first steps in the beginning, because all of them together creates the perfect pitch. So if we didn't do the last step, or we forgot to do our first step, we shouldn't even pitch in the first place, because they all need to come together. So our last step, we are going to go through what we learned already. We're going to go up and out into our K, and we're going to release the ball right here, but we're also going to finish. So it's going to be at our chin. We're going to release the ball, and it's going to come to our chin. Also, you can't really see my feet right now, but when we go out and we release and we come up, you drag your back foot into the back of your front foot. So that is our finish of our third step. So in conclusion, I wanted to make this video to inform you and demonstrate how a softball pitcher does their daily routine and mechanics to get their perfect pitch. I'm very passionate about this, and I hope that you guys have learned something, or this even persuades you into trying to pitch or anything like that. So thank you.